So the next thing to happen on AEW Dynamite. Now, before we talk about the next one-on-one match, we gotta talk about some more stuff that was happening. So we see Adam Cole still trying to go at it with Chris Jericho, and a bunch of security guards had to carry Adam Cole out of the building. And then when we see Chris Jericho just yelling at Adam Cole, talking about get him out of here and all that stuff, we see Britt Baker come up talking some crap to Chris Jericho and slaps the hell out of him. And then they had bring Britt Baker back into the building. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff though. But then after that, we see Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, Willa Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli, the Blackpool Combat Club, talking backstage. Bryan Danielson was talking about how there was this wrestler named Bret Hart at State that claimed he was the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. But he says he's not the best wrestler. He is. He's the greatest wrestler of them all. And if it ain't him, it's one of these guys. So yeah, that's what Bryan Danielson was talking about. And then we see Jon Moxley's talking about his match against Kenny Omega next week in the steel cage and talking about how he's going to beat him and all that stuff. So yeah, that was happening there. But then we get to the next match. It was Saraya with Ruby Soho and Toni Storm, the Outcast, versus Willow Nightingale in a one-on-one match. And this match, it was an okay match. A bunch of the times the Outcast kept on interfering in this match, a good amount of times. And then we see Toni Storm popping up on the ring apron, distracting the referee, while Ruby Soho was on the other side of the ring, jumping on the ring apron. And then we see Willow grabbing Ruby and tossing her over the top rope. And then she hits the pounce onto her, laying her out. And then she walks over there to Toni Storm and punches her in the face, knocking her off the ring apron. Saraya turns Willow around, kicks her in the stomach, and lifts her up and hits that cradle DDT, which is called the Good Night now, and then she pins her for the 3 count. So yeah, Saraya defeated Willow Nightingale tonight on AEW Dynamite. That's what happened. And then after the match ended, we see the Outcast just beating down Willow Nightingale, and then we see Hikaru Shida coming walking out with the kendo stick, and she tosses down the kendo stick and gives Saraya a hug. So yeah, it looked like that she joined the Outcast. The Outcast then gives her a spray paint can. They hold up Willow Nightingale, all 3 of them, and they're waiting for Hikaru Shida to spray paint Willow Nightingale up until we see Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker behind the Outcast. And then they all start attacking the Outcast, and Hikaru Shida starts attacking Saraya, spraying her in the eyes with the spray paint. And then they all laid out the Outcast on the mat, and then Hikaru sprayed AEW on all 3 of them. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff though. For the match and what happened after the match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, and then after that we see the House of Black giving out their roles, because later on tonight there will be a battle royale which will determine who will be the number 1 contenders for the AEW World Trios Tag Team Championships. So they was given the house rules or whatever, which is like 20-second countouts and enforced disqualifications, all that stuff. So yeah, that's what they was doing. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite, which is the Battle Royale. That match is happening up next. But yeah, see you guys later. Until then.